What is going on, guys? This is Israel, also known as Izzy-Centric on social media. I just wanted to give you guys a couple of updates. I know that I'm slacking. There's been a lot going on. I can't guarantee anymore that my uploads will be on Sundays, but I'm going to do my damnedest to make it up to you guys this week, or even next week if that's what it takes. I'm going to be trying to upload 2 videos instead of 1 to kind of make up for, falling behind. So, moving along. In this video, I'm going to be continuing to part 3 of The Old House. Couple of things for me to say before we go on to the story. I don't trust the mother in the story at all. I know for those of you who watched part 1 of this, episodes 1 and 2, you probably got that vibe as well. She's wanting to blame everything on this assistant of his, and she's like making Sarah's dad sound like this really horrible person, and then on the same note say, well, he was always a great father. So I don't trust her. I think she definitely has something to do with this. I don't know how long this last part is going to be, so this video could be significantly shorter than the previous video. So maybe, just maybe, I will go ahead and film my next video right after this one. We'll see. I'm building a new system where I will actually film in the morning instead of at night. It just helps out. Everyone's asleep right now, and they're going to be asleep for at least another hour or 2. So this actually really works out for me because I am slowly becoming a morning person as every year passes by. So, that has its perks, I suppose. But let's go and get started. All right. I will put a link in the description below so that you guys can watch the first part of this if you have not. So let's go ahead and go on to The Old House, episode 3. Or part 3, however you want to say that. Once again, and this is the whole... this is the description. When Sarah returns to the house where she once lived, she makes a gruesome discovery and learns dark secrets about her family. So, one of many reasons why I believe that her mother's definitely involved, because her dad is in pretty bad shape. So, here we go. This is Sarah. It's Alice calling Dad's phone. Don't answer it. But why would she call him if she knows he's in chains? That doesn't make sense. Hello? Who is this? Where is Will? Why do you have his phone? This is Sarah, Will's daughter. Sarah? I know all about you. Are you with Will? Let me talk to him. I haven't been able to reach him. Where are you? I'm in Paris. He was supposed to meet me here 2 weeks ago, but he never showed up. Is he dead? No, but he's had his eyes gouged out and he's blind now. He was chained to the floor of the basement in our old house. Oh my God, my love, Will. Did you do that to him? No, I told you, I'm in Paris. Do you know who did this? Do you know anyone who could do something like this? There's a long pause. Well, do you? William and I, we had a daughter. What? We had a daughter. I have a half-sister. What? Yes, her name is Joyce and she's 18. But I never told Will about her. Why not? I guess I felt guilty. I loved your father, but I never wanted to break up his family. She's the same age as me. Yes, I had her just around the time you were born, Sarah. And I didn't want to complicate his life. But it probably wasn't the right choice. Joyce always felt neglected growing up without a father. She wasn't like other children. She was darker, disturbed. I tried to have her committed, but even the insane asylum wouldn't take her. Well, that's negligent. Wow, I can't believe this is the first I'm hearing about her. I did my best to keep her a secret for most people. And yet Joyce knew about your father and about you. I don't know how, but she did. But why didn't you tell us? We could have met. I never wanted to be an only child. No, you wouldn't want to meet her. She's dangerous. Well, I wish you'd given your daughter the choice. It should have been Joyce's decision. Sarah's mom looks urgently at her daughter. Wait, Joyce? Will had a daughter named Joyce? Joyce Smith? That's the name of the woman who bought this house. Smith is such a common name, I never thought. Sarah is so shocked that she drops the phone. They can barely hear Alice continuing to speak. Sarah? Sarah, answer me. You could be in danger. Suddenly, Sarah and her mom hear the floorboards creaking above them. They hear footsteps descending the basement stairs. Then a young woman with matted hair wearing a torn flannel nightgown stands before them. Well, that's dark and ominous. And she's holding a knife. I am Joyce Smith. What are you doing in my house? My God, your voice. You sound just like your mother. It was you who called me and threatened to kill Sarah if I didn't do as you said. It was you who told me to tell the police that Will had drowned. Joyce cackles with glee. Oh, and you guys are going to go away. Yes, it was me. I do a good impression of my mother, don't I? But why? Joyce looks over at Sarah, her right hand still holding the knife. I never got to spend any time with our father, unlike you. You got to have him for 18 years. And I had enough. I figured it was my turn. She waves the knife at Sarah. It was my turn to have your life. But I would have shared him with you. I always wanted a sibling. We could have done things with him together. No, I needed him all to myself. So I bought this house. You see, embezzling runs in the family. I stole the money from him. Isn't that brilliant? Joyce lets out another cackle as she beams with pride. Then one night, I came to his office and told him who I was. That's when he found out about you? Yes, he was surprised to say the least. But he knew it was true. He saw the resemblance to my mother and to him. I got him to come into my car. I said we could go have dinner and make up for lost time. But then I knocked him out with chloroform and took him here instead. To our old house. No, to my house. Now it's all mine, you stupid, greedy girl. I put a blindfold around Daddy's eyes. When he came to, I let him down here by putting a knife to his neck. Oh, poor Dad. I knocked him out. I chained him to the floor, and then I wired his mouth shut. That way, I wouldn't have to hear him talk about you. When I took off his blindfold, Please don't tell me about that. Alright, we're sisters, so I'll be nice. I'll spare you the gory details. And I was compassionate. I did it all while he was unconscious. Why? Why did you have to blind him? I wanted to create a whole new reality for him with me. It wasn't about the place where he lived with you. It was a place controlled by me, all about me. A new perfect life with him and me right there where he used to live with you. I would replace you in his life totally. And I thought that would make me happy. There's a long pause as Joyce stares off into the distance. Then she speaks in a sing-song voice. But it didn't. I guess like that. It sounds like a jingle. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. What is that supposed to mean? Well, it wasn't really him I was mad at. It was her. She points at Sarah. Precious Sarah taking up all his time. Precious Sarah, the light of his life. Now I've come to realize that the only way I can really be happy is if I'm the only daughter. Joyce moves to Sarah with the knife, but suddenly she is distracted by the sound of sirens and stomping feet. The police have finally arrived. Sarah's mom darts over to Joyce and bumps the knife out of her hand. It flies inches from Sarah's head and clatters to the floor. Joyce comes barreling toward the weapon and her sister. Joyce, no, please. Don't do this to me. We can be sisters. No, there can only be one daughter. You know, a little Highlander in her. Joyce's fingers are inches away when her body jerks back. Into the strong arms of a policeman, he pins both her hands behind her back. Joyce Smith, you're under the arrest for the attempted murder of Sarah Fine. You have the right to remain silent. Well, that was it? And as the policeman carts off Joyce, Sarah and her mother cling to each other, sobbing, and never let go. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Okay, well, let me, this came out okay. We're about 10 minutes. It might be a little more than that by the time this is actually finished. We'll see. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I can't believe there were no photos in that. That's crazy. Well, you know, if you want me to do a different story, I mean, like, this has got like 5 episodes. So this is like a whole season. So just let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do a different story, maybe you have a story to recommend to me from Hooked. I also understand that Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is actually coming out in August of this year. Maybe you want me to read some of that. Believe it or not, I have never read those books. I read a part of one story, and that's been it. So if you like me to read something like that, and I am interested in reading other stuff as well to you guys. Well, guys, let's go ahead and close it up here, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.